Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Let me turn the volume down on my phones. Let me mute my phone so I don't hear myself talking. Sulfur Desmond, if I mispronounced that name, I'm sorry. Hello. MJ Fan, hello. Alright, so let's jump onto my desktop here a minute. What I'm going to do is we're going to jump into Ritchieville real quick. I'm going to show you the update for the Ritchieville map. Then we're gonna jump off the Ritchieville map. I want to build at least one placeable factory, so I can get another week ahead. And then after we build the placeable factory and give it a test, I'm gonna jump into the Hollow map update. How is it going? It is going well. It's been super busy and crazy, and trying to get updates done and trying to get 2 weeks ahead so I can head to Pennsylvania. Sassy 155, good morning. So let's jump into my Ritchieville test map. Let's go over some of the updates. Now, this update will probably not be released until next weekend because I want to release Farm Chick 63, good morning. I want to release the Ritchieville update, the Hollow update, and the Islands update all at the same time. So it'll probably be next weekend. But we can at least go over the updates a little bit here before we get into building a factory. So no work on the prairie map today. Alright, so let's jump into my test map. I'll go over some of the updates y'all will see. Quality of life updates and product for new future factories. So we'll do the same updates in the Hollow map and the Islands map. Now that the Ritchieville map's done, I'm hoping it's just a lot of copy and paste and import and export. So we'll see. We'll see once we get in here how hard it's going to be to update the Hollow map. Anyway, my farm sims are running like super slow today. Alright, so it's 7:34 in the morning. Alright, so let's jump into the store first. Let's get past what we've already have. Alright, so we're going to do... we have Old Man's House of Wax, so that's a future placeable. We have the cannery, so canned corn, mushroom, tomato, mixed veggies. I'm not going to tell you what those are. And then we're going to have an appliance factory, so we're going to do bathtubs, washers, dryers, refrigerators, sinks, toilets. We have the juice press, so olive oil, a couple juices. And then we're going to do a Progresso soup factory. So I already built the products into the map for the next update. Couple major rebuilds, that's quality of life improvements. So let's jump over to Mammoth Mill. And let me grab a little bit of speed. Alright, so I removed all of the individual pallet spawners. They are gone. So in the past, once your 16 pallets of lumber filled up or whatever it was, your factory shut down. I removed the building here in the center where the railroad tracks are. And you now have to manually spawn out. What do I have anything in here? We do not, yeah, we do. So now you have to, no we don't. Now you have, let's fire this up really quick. So now you have to manually spawn out all of your product. So let's grab, what do we need? We're going to need a tanker. Let's grab a tanker. And let's grab, yeah, because we're going to have to add water. So we'll start with this, and then we'll need a tipper. Let me fire this up. I'll show you where the pallets spawn out now. So quality of life improvements on all of the factories that had pallet spawners. THIERRY 1969. Good morning. I'm trying to watch chat and I drive into the building. All right, let's get over here where we belong. And we'll throw some water in here. Again, this is my test map, so we cheat everything in just so I can show y'all what's going on. So let's grab some water. I'll get that in, and then while it's filling, let's grab our tipper and the K100. Alright, so we have waters in there, so let's jump in the tipper. We'll get the mill up and running, and then I'll show you the other factories. I'm not going to get the other factories up and running today. So I want to get into building a new placeable factory, and I want to get into the hollow update. Alright, so we need a little bit of ore and a little bit of coal. Ore, not stone. And let me grab a little bit of coal. Alright, and then let me jump over here and I'm just going to buy some logs. Just so we can get this up and running. Alright, so everything went active. Let's go forward probably most of the day. I want to get a good bit of product in here to spawn out. Should be good right before it gets dark. Alright, so now, see if we can get, yeah, we'll get a full 16 pallets. So all of your pallets will spawn out right here now, where this building used to sit. So you can spawn out all of your products from the mill here now, instead of all the individual spawn pads. And then across the street, where these other buildings were, I removed them and left this open. So all you have to do is plant trees in here, or plant poplar in here, whatever you want to do. So open that up, and now we have all of our product will spawn out right here. Now I did the same thing with the refinery. So the refinery, I got rid of all the individual spawn pads, so you'll spawn out all your plastic pallets here. And then the drywall factory used to have the drive-through building with all the individual spawn pads. Well, now all of your drywall will spawn out right here. So basically your factory won't shut down after it's done making whatever the spawn pads would fill up. So now your factory, as long as you keep it filled, your factory will run until it has 2 million liters of product before it shuts down. So drywall factory, battery factory. Again, I got rid of all the buildings, so you can spawn your batteries out right here. And then the same thing with the beehives. Not express staffing, beehives. Beehives. Alright, same thing with the beehives. I got rid of the individual spawn pads, so it'll keep running until it makes 1 million liters, and then you just spawn out all of your product right here. So that's what you'll see on the update that's going to be out probably next weekend. Now, what I am working on, let's go back to Central Warehouse. Alright, what I am working on, and I only have, so you will not get containers in this update next weekend, because the containers will take me, oh, I can't show you in this copy. We'll have to switch maps. Alright, hold on, let's get out of here. I got to switch mods folders. So that's everything in this update, with the exception of no containers, because it's going to take me about a week to 2 weeks to build all of the containers. MJ Fan, I have to leave. Good weekend to you. Thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Alright, so pretty much on this map, this update, you'll have all the spawn pads gone on all the factories, and then you'll have the new product for the upcoming factory placeables. Love that deal on them not shutting down. Yeah, it's definitely a quality of life improvement, and we're going to do the same thing on the Hollow map. So let me jump out of this game. This is my test map. I have to switch mods folder. So let's go to, let me get out of here. Alright, I'm going to go to my unzipped folder, because it's the copy of the map that you just saw is what you'll get next weekend. I also have another copy of the map, which will be 2 weeks ahead of what you're going to get. So let me jump into my unzipped map. And this is the one I'm working on with the test containers. So let me jump into, I got like 2 or 3 different save games going. Yeah, this is going to be another test map for now. And let's jump in here. I'll show you the containers that I started to play around with. Seems like the vote on Facebook is like pretty much like everybody wants containers instead of individual pallets. And it'll be Central Warehouse only. So the mill, if you spawn out lumber, you'll still get 16 pallets of lumber. And the little warehouse right near the mill holds lumber, and it will still spawn out the 16 pallets of lumber in case you only want 1 lumber pallet. But the warehouse will change to containers only. But you have to have 100,000 liters in the warehouse for it to spawn out 1 container. So if you have 99,000 liters of lumber in the warehouse, it will not spawn out a container. So let's head over here. Again, I just started a new test map, and the only thing I have in here is lumber, because the lumber container was the only one I was playing around with. So, do I have a truck? Alright, so let me grab my... Oh, I thought I turned my speed on. There we go. So, haven't worked out the final details on the... There's going to be the regular pallet trailer, and there's going to be a trailer that's only for containers. So we'll have that one just for containers. Now we can spawn out, if you have the product in the warehouse, if you hit max, it's only going to spawn out one container, and then the one container is going to have 100,000 liters in it. So right now I only have the one container built specifically for lumber. If you look at it, it's going to tell you, well, maybe, if it stays on the screen. There you go. Well, not going to stay on the screen. 100,000 liters, I can't get it, oh there we go, 100,000 liters of lumber, and it's 100% full. So if we jump to our truck, and we grab our new container trailer, which this thing isn't finished, it's going to get Popified. I'll send it to Papa, he'll do some kind of logos or something, I'm sure. So the only fill type in this trailer are containers. There's no other settings on it but containers. Won't pick up regular pallets, it will only pick up the containers. So turn it on just like you would any normal auto load trailer, and your container will jump up onto the flatbed, and then it will hold. Did I drop one over there? No, it will hold up to 3 pallets. You have to spawn them out one at a time. I have them spawning out one at a time in case you want to spawn out like one container of lumber, one container of drywall, and like one container of fencing or whatever. So I'm only going to have them spawn out one container. Farm Chick 63, that is so cool. Yeah, so now you have 300,000 liters of lumber on here. And you can take them to a factory, you could take them and sell them. Now, if you hook another trailer to this with a dolly, you can actually haul 6 containers at the same time. So you could take 600,000 liters. And then, let's say your factory's full, or you decided you spawned out the wrong material, pretty much all you gotta do is drop them back into the warehouse. Okay. That, when I tested that, that didn't happen. There you go. So just drop them back in if you spawn the wrong ones out. So this is in the works, but it will not be for this update because I've got to build every single container. So what do we have on here? 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 46 containers just in this building. And then we have like 37 containers in this building. So it'll take me a couple weeks just to build the containers. So that's what we're playing around with containers. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah. Let's build a factory. Now I know we have the nut house built. Did we start building the House of Wax, or did we not start building the House of Wax? We've not started building the House of Wax. I think we're going to build the House of Wax today. So let's go New folder, FS19, Richie, House of Wax. Yeah, that's what we want. All right, so let's open up the new prairie map. Maps and then map. Yeah, I tried to get the warehouse to spawn out both, like either or, like either 16 pallets of lumber or one container, and with Global Company, I just can't get it to work. So it has to be either or, either pallets or containers, but not both. So that's why I threw the vote on the Facebook page. All right, so let's head over here to House of Wax a minute. We're gonna export it out of here. So I'd like to get at least 1 or 2 factories ahead before we update the holo map. Alright, so let's go to Global Company. Oh, I called it Wax House. Alright, well, I can read it. It'll get renamed one way or another. Alright, so let's go File, Export Selection with Files. Desktop, placeable mods, House of Wax. Let's go, just to keep it consistent, House of Wax. Alright, so let's shut the map down because I won't need anything else out of here. I'll leave it open in case I have to pull texture files out. I do want to open this up in Notepad++ first, and I want to delete the user attributes so it doesn't crash when we go to work on it. So this, yeah, these have to get deleted. And these have to get deleted. And then we have to fix the texture files. Alright, so let's go in here. Actually, let's grab the rest of our files. So placeable mods. Where do they jump? New buildings. This one. So let's go cut. House of Wax. Paste. Alright. So we have to fix all these texture files before we can even try and open it. So let's grab all of these. And we'll paste them here. And we'll take our data, cars. Let's leave that one go for now. We'll come back to that one. Alright, so let's fix our shaders. So we should have the vehicle shader dirt in there. We do. And then our sounds, let's see if we have our sound file in here. Sometimes it transfers over and sometimes it doesn't. It did. So that fixes our sound file. And then all of our texture files should be here now. Alright, so let's go new buildings. Let's go search, replace with textures. Alright, now we have objects, palettes, so we got to fix that. So back here, objects. Let's cut that. Throw it in here. And we're going to take just the texture files. We're going to move them in here. And then objects can now get deleted. So these are now, this one's just textures. This one is just textures. Now we have to deal with our particle systems. That one we're going to leave. This one we can now delete. PA Plugger, hello. I am caught up on chat. Alright, so far we have everything fixed. So now let's grab a new folder. Particle systems. Let's open up any factory, doesn't matter which one it is. We're going to grab our smoke particle. And we'll go File, Export, House of Wax, Particle Systems, Smoke. Close that. And if we go into our Particle Systems folder, we'll have everything we need. So let's fix the pathing here. And let's fix the pathing. Oh, we need the spray particle. Okay, so we have to grab the spray particle as well. Here. Let's save that. So we have our particle system shader already. So let's go into Ritchie's Prairie, Particle Systems, Global Company. Let's grab our spray particle, which I think is water spray. Yeah, water spray. So let's open this up. Let's go File, Export Selection. So this one is water spray. And then it should have all of its particles now as well. And then, so now we have data cards, vehicles. I'm going to leave that one alone. Now let's hope this opens up without crashing. If not, then we're going to have to build this piece by piece. Oh, cool. And it did not crash, so that's a good sign. So let's create a plane to work on, and we'll delete this later. And we have to take this to 0, 0, 0. So we're in the center of, so we're all 0, 0, 0. So when you spawn the factory and everything's already centered for you. And then let's make our platform the exact size of the factory that we want it to be. Yeah, let's cut it back this way as well. Yeah, that should work. Alright, I'm going to give this a quick save. Let's go. Let's see what else we need. So we have our. So we have. We already have our. All of our in triggers are done. All of our visuals are already done. All of our warning stripes are done. We have our player trigger for the global company menu. We have our audio, so we have our sound file. We already have our spawners for the palettes. We already have our lights. We already have our camera. We already have our visibility nodes. And we already have our spray particle. So pretty much by pulling this out of the other map, it's pretty much already built for us. We need a couple things. Let's go File, Import. I'm going to import in, doesn't matter which factory. Let's grab Anderson. All right, from the Anderson factory, I'm going to grab the trigger, the little light up little icon thingy. So let's go Edit, Cut, and Paste. So we have that. And then I also need my clear area. So let's go Edit, Cut, House of Wax, and Paste. And we can delete that factory back out. Alright, so let's grab our icon and let's move it to where the player trigger is. I think it's there. Pretty close. Let's just move it a little bit. Alright, so that'll tell us where the global company menu is. Now our clear area, where's our start? Alright, so start is going to be this corner. So now you have to tell the factory where to spawn in on the map when you buy it. So that's our start. This is our width. And then our height goes in this corner. Alright, so now the factory knows where to spawn into the game. So let's give this a quick save. And I'm going to close it. Because now we're going to be missing some more some texture files. So we need to grab the trigger icons. Alright, so let's go back to Anderson. Textures. And we just need this and this. So let's copy those and paste them into here. And then we got to take these and just change them to textures. There we go. So that fixes the rest of our texture files. So we open this back up. We should have, the log should be clean. And let me just bring this up a little bit. Yep, so we have no errors so far. So that's nice, and a nice clean factory so far. Now this factory is super easy. It's going to be wax in and statues out. So one input, one output. What's a simple factory I can copy everything from? Let's actually the bait house. Let's grab scripts. We need XML, brand category, Lua checker. We need 110, mod description, and store. Let's copy those over to here. Now the store picture is going to be the bait house. So let's change that first. So let's go back into the Richie's Prairie map. Global company. Let's grab the House of Wax picture. Yeah, I haven't opened a paint.net. So let's grab the House of Wax. Yeah, let's go. Let's open that up. All right, so we're gonna go copy, paste, save. All right, so we close this. So now our store picture is going to show House of Wax. So that's fixed. Now, mod description. House of Wax. This makes Old Man Wax figure. Our XML we're going to call, to be consistent, we're going to call it House of Wax. And then everything else here should be fixed. So that's our mod description fixed. Let's look at our 110 next. And we have to change bait house to, what's our file called? House of Wax, I believe. Let me just double check that. Capital H. House of Wax has to be a capital H. All right, let's go back here and change that. House of Wax. Capital H, capital O, capital W. Is that what our file is called? Yes, capital H, capital O, capital W. All right, so let's replace those. So it's a factory. The factory name is House of Wax. It produces Old Man Wax figure. Input is going to be wax. That's all we're going to need, so I can delete 2, 3, and 4. And we only have the one production line. So really simple little factory. So that should be our 110 done. We have to rename this to House of Wax. We have to go back to the mod description and fix one thing. It has to be a capital H. Alright, so now we have our House of Wax XML. So, it is no longer the bait house. House of Wax. How much is Old Man's House of Wax going to cost you when you go to buy it? Let's go 185,000. Our only input is wax. Function is House of Wax. Our i3D, what do we name our i3D? Because it has to be identical. House of Wax, but that's lowercase h. That's fine. House of Wax. I just want that has to be identical, or it'll crash when we go to load it. Our hotspot is no longer the bait house. So we're going to go House of Wax. And we'll come back and we'll fix all of our i3D mapping here in a minute. Alright, so we're going to have, I believe it's just the one input trigger. Let's just double check that. Yep, so one exact fill route, one pallet trigger. So we have our one exact fill route and our one pallet trigger. That's all we have in. We don't need an out trigger because we're going to spawn pallets, so I can delete that. And then our one input is going to be wax. One input's going to be wax, and then how much wax do we want to put in? Do we want to leave it up? Now let's make it 1,000,000 liters of wax. So we can delete cornmeal. We can delete water. We can delete cheese. So our one input is going to be wax. Let's save that. Our output, which we don't need. Okay, so let's fix. Before we fix that, I need the palette. So we have to go new folder, palettes. It's not going to work without the palette. All right, so palettes. Let's go back to Richie's Prairie. Objects, palettes. We need Old Man. Old Man palette. So file, export. No, placeable mods. House of Wax, palettes. Old Man palette. And then I need the XML. So let's copy that into there. Let's make sure it brought all the texture files over, and it did. But this has to get changed to just palettes. And then it's Old Man, and it has 4,000 liters. And we go back to our mod description, and we have to add a palette in there. So I'm going to open up the Anderson factory again, just to copy a line. And it's under store items. So I'm just going to grab this guy, and I'm going to paste it over to the Old Man factory. And it's going to be, instead of a door palette, we're going to be an Old Man palette. Alright, so our XML is fixed for our Old Man palette. Actually, and let's go, while we have Anderson open, I'm going to open this up real quick. I need a visibility node, and I have one here. We're going to steal this visibility node. And I also have to steal, actually, I'm going to go to the bait house, and I'm going to open up that XML because we've got to steal some information from that one as well. Alright, so back to House of Wax. Our output is going to be Old Man. Our fill type is going to be Old Man. And we have to change our output method. So let's go to the bait house, since that's the base we used. And let's grab, nope, that doesn't have what I need either. So let's go back to Anderson. Alright, how many spawn pads does this factory have? Operating parts, spawner. So we have spawn pad 1 and spawn pad 2. Alright, so let's grab this. Oop, hold on. I need output methods to output methods. So output methods to output methods. Copy House of Wax. Let's replace this. But it's only start 1 and start 2. Our palette is 4,000 liters, and it is Old Man palette. Alright, so there's our output fixed. It can stay at 8,000 liters per hour. So we have one input, wax. So let's take, I'm going to throw you a bonus. Let's go 40%, let's go 50% wax to 100% of Old Man. That'll work. We got a couple things here we have to change up. But so far, we're looking good. All right, so visibility node on our output. Under here, I need to grab a visibility node. And it goes here. And our visibility node in the factory, if I can find it, is here, and it's just number 8. Alright, so that fixes our visibility node. It looks like we're doing good so far. Alright, so let's go back to... we have to go back to the Ritchie's Prairie map. Let's open up the wax house, I think it's called here. Because I need these operating parts. Yeah, we're going to grab the entire operating parts. And we're going to replace the ones that are here. That's going to give us our spray particles. Alright, so we have their camera, we have our exact fill route node 1, we have our palette trigger, we have our player trigger. We eliminated trigger 2, so that can get deleted. But I need to pull over our spray particles, our start 1, and end 1 and 2. So I got to pull these over to the new factory. And then we got to see how many lights we have in this factory. We have only 2 lights. So we can delete one of these. Did I put everybody to sleep? Are y'all keeping up? I had a weird night last night. I laid down in bed at 10 o'clock and I was like completely wide awake, and I think I lay there till like 1 a.m. before I fell asleep. And then I woke up at 4 a.m. like wide awake. So I've been on the computer since 4 o'clock this morning. Alright, so I think we have everything in here set up. Let's just go through our i3D mapping now. Alright, so our clear area is now number 11. Our level area is number 11. And our snow mask area is 11. for the Seasons players. Did I lose my stream? No, I didn't. All right. I think okay, I'm good. I thought my stream on my phone was frozen, but I'm good. All right, so our trigger icon is number 10. So this gets changed to number 10. So we're good there. We have our visibility node is already i3D mapped, so we're good there. All right, so our camera is number 7. Our exact fill route and player or palette trigger. Our exact fill route is 000 and 001, so those are fixed. Player trigger is number 3. Audio is number 4. Our spray particles. Where is our particle systems? Alright, spray changes to number 9, and it's already at number 9, so I don't have to change those. So 9, actually, so it's 910, and it's 900, and 910. So 900, so those didn't change. Our spawners are 5,000. So this has to go, okay, so 5,000, that's good. 5,000 to 5 with 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So that one's good. And then spawner 2, 50100. So those are good. So now we just need to fix our lights. So this is going to change to 6. Now that should be everything we need. Let's just go through this again. So we have our name fixed, we have our price fixed. i3D is mapped properly, so let me just double check and make sure we didn't mess any capital letters versus lowercase. Close you. Alright, so House of Wax. Lowercase h, capital O, capital W. Lowercase h, capital O, capital W. So our i3D mapping is correct. I think we're good, y'all. So palettes are done. Particle systems are done. Scripts are done. Shaders are done. Sound is good. Textures are good. I think we're ready to test this. Let's come in here. Let's get rid of our plane and save it. I'm going to close it, and I'm going to double check all my texture paths one more time. So everything there looks good. Let's open it one more time. So no errors in the log. And then where's my spray particles? I just want to look at the spray particles really quick. Yeah, there we go. So we're going to get some exhaust from the air conditioner units. We should when we get in game. Alright, let's zip this up. So let's go, and before I copy that, let's go into mods, my Ritchieville zipped folder, my test map. Let's go copy and paste. Let's make sure we're on Ritchieville zipped, and let's test this puppy out. That went really quick. We're probably going to do one more placeable factory today, and I'll be 2 weeks ahead again. But these will not work until you get the map updates, and the map updates will come out next weekend. Yeah, for some reason today, y'all, my game is loading like super slow, but there's like no errors in the log for anything. Alright, so let's go to career. Let's go to save game 20, which is my test map. Let's see if House of Wax popped in here. I don't see it so far. That's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. House of Wax. Let's activate it. Jump in here. Yeah, so we'll probably do one more factory, since this one went fairly quickly. And then we'll jump into the hollow map and we'll start getting rid of all the spawn pads. So we'll get that map updated. Alright, let's jump in here. Let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's head back to our complete mess of factories. And let's figure out where we're going to throw down the House of Wax. As soon as it's already built, let's throw it down over here. And it only needs wax, so. Alright, let's see if it shows up in the store. That'll be the next big test. House of Wax. Are you going to go down without any errors? Let's put it over here. Alright, so what do you look like? So you are Old Man's House of Wax. We got our flowers spawned in, our truck spawned in. Yeah. Let's check the log real quick and make sure there's no errors. And again, I don't like the in-game log. I always look at this when I can read it. My eyes are bad. And I can see errors and warnings in here much easier than the in-game one. Tanker invalid. Fill type. Alright. Alright, perfect. So we have no errors with this factory so far. Let's see if we have our global company menu. So we have our global company menu and it says molasses. Okay, so I messed something up. So let's figure out what I did wrong. So let's get it saying wax. So let's save this. Let's get out of here. What did I miss? So let's go back into here. Let's check the 110 first. And the 110 says wax. All right, so that's not the problem. Let's go to the factory XML. So our input is wax. Our output is old man. Our input is wax. Our output is old man. I don't see anything that says molasses. Or am I completely blind? Let's go back to the 110. Did I not update? Yeah, everything's... It says wax. Let's just do this then. Let's come up top and let's go control find molass. Nothing. Alright, so let's close everything. mod description. All right, let's close everything down. Let's come back here and let's go. Nothing. Why does it say molasses and not wax? That is weird. Input 1 is wax. Production line 1. I don't see anything wrong there. What do we have? Input 1. Oh, I know what's wrong. We didn't change any of the bait house to House of Wax. So here, search, replace House of Wax. Alright, that should fix our problem. It was still referring to the bait house and not the House of Wax. Alright, so let's delete this. Let's zip it back up. So let's copy that. Overwrite the one in our test folder. And we'll jump back in here. Save game 20. And I think I'll just do the deselect and select all, just to make sure we have everything. Y'all are quiet in chat today. Let's try this again. Let's grab some speed. So we'll head back to House of Wax, visit. What do you say this time? There you go. So we're going to input wax, we're going to output old man. That is much better. Alright, so let's go grab some wax. Alright, where am I? Let's go over this way. So let's spawn out a load of wax. We'll grab 40 pallets. What setting are you on? Look at that. You're already on regular size pallets. Cowboy Mike's 1970 playing FS19 and listening to you. Sassy one, I was on the Patreon for the Nut House, but it says Bait House and Hatchery in the description. Oh, did I mess that up? I probably did. I probably messed that up. Hang on. Let's throw the wax in here and I'll go in and check that. I've been up. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night, y'all. Alright, so it should take the wax here in the back. And then I'll go in and I'll check Patreon. I may have messed that up this morning. I probably posted the wrong link. Alright, let's throw this on pause a minute. I'm going to just minimize this a minute. I'm going to throw you all on be right back so I can get into my... Oh, if I jump onto Patreon, I may lose the Wi-Fi. Well, if I lose you all, I'll be right back. Let me save the game real quick. Just in case. Alright, let me jump onto Patreon and see what I messed up. I probably posted the wrong factory this morning. I did. I'm going to... Let's edit that. I did. I completely posted the wrong one. Let me edit the post. Hold on. Nut house. Just bear with me all a second while I delete the link and everything, because I gave them the wrong factory this morning. That'll work. And then let me jump onto my Mega real quick. And let me grab the nut house instead of the bait house. Copy, paste, and save. And then let me just send them another post really quick. Can't even spell today. Alright, let me get out of there. Let's throw you all back on window. Alright, so where were we? Oh, we were testing the good old House of Wax. I've been up 72 hours straight. Yeah, that sucks. I'm so stressed right now, I can't sleep. My mind is going 100. Yeah. Oh, game is paused. Let's unpause. Alright, so we dropped our wax in here. We should be making our old man statues. Is it active? It is active. Now, the glass, I guess, enclosure, whatever you want to call it. Oh, our particle effects are messed up on our... Oh, we have to go in and fix the particle effects for the air conditioners. Looks like they're shooting sideways instead of going straight up in the air. So let's go in and fix those. But then, as this factory works, let me pull my truck around so you can see it. As this factory works, the glass front of the building is going to fill full of statues. And we'll go in and fix the particles. They don't like to be copied, so you have to import them and export them in order for them to work properly. Or I i3D mapped them wrong, one of the two. But anyway, let's forward some time. And it's already... I'll try and... Let's see if we can go without getting dark. Now, let's just roll through the night. But the glass front is going to fill full of old man statues. We may have to put another light in there. So I'm going to go back to just 1 speed. But as the factory fills up, the entire glass, all three levels, will fill up full of the old man statues. And then let's just spawn, what the heck, we'll just spawn 24 of them out. So there's your old man statues of wax. And we might as well see if the sell point works. So let's grab these. And we'll come in and see if we can fix the spray particle on the air conditioners. Oh, I have to fix this pallet trailer so these are on tall setting. Alright, so that's going to have to get fixed. I'm going to have to change these to tall pallets so they're not sitting on top of each other. Alright, hold on y'all. Let me grab my notebook. Fix auto load trailer for old man. Alright, who is buying our old man statues? So we could test the sell point. The beach, it's a crappier price, but I'm not driving all the way to the beach. We're just going to head back to Sammy's. Just to make sure the sell points work. Yeah, they look kind of funny sitting on top of each other. So we'll definitely change this to tall pallets. So you only get one layer on the auto load truck. This auto load truck has to get an update anyway for all the new fill types. So when the maps get released, the updated maps get released next weekend, you'll have an update for the auto load truck and the liquid tanker. Alright, sell point should work. There you go, 68, 78, 79, 80, about 80 grand for your, you can now use your wax from the apiary. Make yourself some old man statues. And I might add this factory into, we can probably do an update to the homestead map, and that map is making wax because it has a placeable apiary, so we could probably add this to the homestead map. Spider Gray, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Much appreciated. Thank you for taking time out of your day, stopping in and saying hello. Alright, so the only thing we have to fix on here, I see, is our air conditioner particles. And then we can call the House of Wax done. Alright, so let's save this. Let's get out of here. Hello, good peoples and YW. Alright, let's get out of here a minute. Let's figure out what's up with our spray particles. So let's just take a closer look at them, because in here, if I go to my particle systems, they're spraying straight up, but they're not spraying straight up in the game. So here's what we are going to do. We are going to take, I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to delete that one. Let's go File, Import, House of Wax, Particle Systems, Water Spray. Let's go Edit, Cut, and Paste. Let's throw you over here. Take my speed down. And let's see if we can't get this working the right way. I think green has to be up, so let's change that to 0. And then our plane, I think green has to be up, so let's change that to 0. And let's see if that works straight up. It does. Alright, so let's do the same thing over here. Let's go File, Import, Water Spray. So Edit, Cut, and Paste. Throw you there. So you have to go to 0. And you have to go to 0. And this one should now spray straight up. Alright. Let's save this and check it out in game. Is the email good? Is the email good to download now? Yes, for the new link I just sent, or I went in and I updated the original post from this morning, so now it has the nut house instead of the bait house and hatchery. Alright, so let's save this. Alright, let's delete this and zip it back up. Alright, so copy, paste. Let's replace the one in my test folder. And we'll see if the air conditioners are spraying in the right direction. Yeah, I posted the bait house and hatchery to the Trello board first, and then when I went to Patreon, I gave you the link for the bait house and hatchery, which you already had, instead of the nut house. So for the Facebook group, for everybody else, the rest of the players, the bait house and hatchery was released this morning, and then the players won't get the nut house until next Friday. Alright, so let's come back to, where's my flatbed? Now, are you spraying straight up, or are you still going sideways? It looks like it's still going sideways. It is. Why? So let's just try tilting it 90 degrees and see what happens. Don't know why it's giving me a hard time. Because it's a Friday and I said things were going too easy. And I said we can get another factory done. So I jinxed myself. Alright, so let's take our spray particles. Since it's not spraying, it's spraying to the right, so let's tilt it back. Let's tilt it to 90. And let's tilt this one to 90. And we'll see if that helps. If that doesn't help, then I'll mess with these off camera. Alright, let's save that. We'll delete that one. Zip it back up. I may have to sell that factory and put another one down. So let's copy that. I know it's just a little visual thing, but if I don't get it right, it's going to drive me nuts. I think if we can get this one knocked out, we're going to do the juice press next. I think that should be another fairly simple factory to build this morning. So I'm trying to get ahead a little bit before I have to do a Oklahoma to Pennsylvania road trip, because I'll be away from my computer for 2 weeks. Alright, let's jump back here again. And let's see. There we go. Now we're going straight up. So we fixed the air conditioner particles. Alright, I think we're going to call House of Wax good to go. So this factory is like 3 weeks out. 2 weeks out for the Patreons, 3 weeks out for the regular players. Or for the non-Patreon members, I should say. So let's call House of Wax done. Alright, y'all can stare at my desktop a minute. I need to check messages real quick. I got one popped up from either Papa or Diction. I got one popped up from my daughter, so bear with me for a minute, y'all. So make sure nothing is pressing. Oh, I'll pull this picture off of Facebook later and post it. It's my daughter with my granddaughter. So I'll try and grab that off of Facebook Messenger later and post it. Y'all can see an updated picture of my granddaughter later. Alright, sorry about that. Just wanted to make sure she didn't have any major issues. Alright, so let's call House of Wax done. So let's go back into the new prairie map. We'll knock out one more factory. Alright, where are we at? Let's fly back across the map. I want to see what I named it so I can name the file the same. I can't remember what I called it. Alright, so this is going to be the juice press. And it's called the press house. Okay. Yes, called the press house. Alright, so let's go over back to placeable mods. There's one other thing I want to look at here really quick. Yeah, that file can get deleted. Alright, so let's go new folder, FS19 Richie underscore PRESSHOUSE, I think. Press house, lowercase p, capital H, yes. So let's go file, export, placeable mods. Where are we? Press house, and we're going to call it press house. And then it's everything I should need out of the map. So let's close that without making any changes to it. So let's take new buildings. Let's cut it from there, throw it in here, and we'll grab all of this. Paste it there, and then we can delete that one. Alright, so we have, let's fix our particle systems, our smoke particle first. So we have to open up any factory. We'll go back to Anderson. We'll grab our smoke i3D. Alright, so file, export, placeable mods. I was on the right one the first time. Press house, particle system, smoke. I'll leave Anderson open a minute. Alright, so there's our smoke particle. So we can fix this. And we can fix this one. Alright, let's see if we have our shader. Yep, we have our vehicle dirt shader, so we can fix this one. Now, I don't want it to sound like a sawmill. That's probably wrong in the... Yeah, so there's no sound. So let's grab a different sound file. We had, oh crap, we had Anderson open. Which sound file is Anderson using? Let's grab the filling machine. Capital F filling machine. So let's change this from sawmill to filling machine. And then it's going to fix our sound file. And then the rest should be just texture files. And our texture files should all be in here now. And they are. So let's go. Let's replace all of that with textures. I'm going to save that, and I want to come down here, and I got to remove the user attributes. Alright, now this should, if I did everything right, open up without any errors. There we go. So let's go create a plane. Uh-oh, little spinny wheel always makes me nervous. Alright, we're good. Alright. So let's get a plane to work on, and we have to change, we have got to zero this out again. So 0, 0, 0 is going to put us dead center. I think, what do we want to do? Do we want to leave a little parking lot? Do we want to bring in a couple cars in? Or do we want to move the parking lot? Let's look at our triggers. You are the player trigger, but we can move you. You're going to pick up the finished goods here. We're going to drop our raw product there. Yeah, let's do this. Let's change things up a little bit. Let's pull the player trigger over to this side. So that'll be the global company menu. And then let's take our, let's take our parking lot. And let's move it over here. Your employees need somewhere to park. Let's give that a quick save. Let's go to my desktop a minute. Decorations. I should have some vehicles in here. Let's take a look at them. And see how many. Let's see if they're small or if they've got a bunch of texture files to them. Alright, vehicle 1. Let's just look at the textures real quick. Oh, they're all dollar data. There's no texture files. Perfect. Let's see what these look like. Alright, let's go file. Actually, let's look at that first. Yeah, all I need is this. Yeah, all I need is that. Let's go file, export, press house. Let's go vehicle. Let's just go V1. So grab that one. What does vehicle 2 look like? They're all going to be white or silver, aren't they? What does V3 look like? I think this one's a little bit different color. So let's go File, Export. We'll call this one V3. And I'll grab one more. Oh, here, red one. That works. File, Export. Let's call this one V4. Alright, let's get out of my decorations folder. Let's come up here. I'll make sure these are all, yeah, no texture files. These are all dollar data. Dollar data points to the main map folder from Giants. So there's no external texture files. They're all internal right from the game. Alright, so let's come down here. So file, import V1. Tires, let me go down on my speed a little bit. Alright, tires, y'all float. Yeah, you're floating. Alright, V1. Let's go file, import V3. So let's pull you back a little bit. Good about there. Are you floating? Or you're floating a little bit. Let's pull you down a little bit. Alright, that works. Now let's go File, Import V4. Alright, this guy was running late for work, so he just pulled into the parking lot really quick, jumped out of his car, and ran into the building. Alright, that works. Alright, how small do we want our building layout? Or our building footprint to be? Probably something like this. I can go a little bit smaller. And how do we look this way? That's about as small as I can make this footprint. Alright, so let's look at where is our lighting. Alright, lighting is here. How many lights we have? 3. I think this is going to be our pretty much our footprint for this building. Alright, so we need a few more things. We do a quick save. Alright, let me close this for now. Alright, let's go File, Import. I'm going to import Anderson Factory right back in here again. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to steal from the Anderson Factory. We're going to steal the trigger icon. And we need to steal the clear area. And we can delete Anderson back out. Alright, so our trigger icon, we need to put where our player trigger is. Where did I put it? Somewhere about here? Close. Let's pull you out a little bit. Alright, so that's going to take care of our global company menu. Now our clear area. Where's my start? There's my start. Alright, so start needs to go into this corner. Width needs to go in this corner. And then height has to go in this corner. And again, this tells the factory where to spawn into the footprint of the factory when you go to buy it. Alright, so let's go through this. Alright, so we have our main. We have our input triggers. So input triggers are good. Output trigger is good because you make bulk liquids. You have to pick up with the tanker. Warning stripes, camera, player trigger, audio, trigger icon, clear areas. I think we are good to go XML work. I think the factory itself is built. So let's give this a quick save. Oh, let's save it and close it, and we'll check our texture files. We're going to be missing some. I can now delete the cars. And we're going to be missing some texture files. We're missing the icons. So, textures, Anderson, textures. I need this and this. So now I should be able to fix this one and this one. Alright, so let's close that. Now we open this one back up. We should be error-free. Papa Smurf modding. I got a new update to the harvester. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I was waiting on updating the vehicle pack until I heard from you. Let me finish up this factory. We'll take a look at the harvester. The only thing I have left is the little bit of XML work. Alright, so let's go in back into here. Alright, so from the Anderson factory, we need scripts, XML, brand category, Lua 110, mod description, and store. Copy all that mess over to here. Now I'm done with Anderson, I can close Anderson. Alright, so our store photo is going to show Anderson. So let's go back to Richie's Prairie. Placeables, global company. Let's find the press house logo. Alright, so let's go copy, paste, and save. So now, when I open this up, it should be, yeah, press house instead of Anderson. Alright, step one. Papa Smurf is asking how everyone is doing today. Alright, so mod description. You are no longer Anderson. You are, well, let's go back full screen. Alright, so you are no longer Anderson. You are the press house. It makes juices. It has no pallets because they're all bulk liquid. Our XML is going to be called press house. Alright, that's nice and simple. Alright, let's save that. So our mod description should be done. Alright, House of Wax we're done with. We can close. Let's close House of Wax. Let's close mod description from House of Wax. Alright, so mod description for the press house should be done. Let's go to, so store photos done. Let's go to the 110. Let's change Anderson to press house. And make sure my file is correct. Lowercase p, capital H it is. Alright, let's replace Anderson with press house. I'm going to open up the press house XML from the in-game, and I'm going to open up Richie's Prairie 110. Alright, press house is where? Right here. Alright, so it produces, we're going to have a, I can't copy and paste this over because the format's different and it's really going to mess me up. So let's go press house, let's grab this line. And move it over to here. And then how many inputs do we have? We have 9 inputs. So first one is green olive. Input 2 is tomato. Input 3 is raspberry and then strawberry. And then how many did I say we had? We had 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And so number 5 is cane or beet. So sugar cane or sugar beet. Blueberry and then lemon. And then cranberry and ice cube. Rum barbecue, hello. I don't think I've missed anybody else. Alright, so those are our inputs done. Now, our production line 1 is olive oil. Production line 2 is tomato juice. Production line 3 is mixed berry juice. I guess I could just copy and paste. So line 3, and then production line 4. Well, you'll have two factories that make lemonade. So you can use either one. Line 5 is cranberry juice. And then we have to add in a line 6. I think line 6 was just overall production. So I can just call it press house. Oh, I want to do a capital H. Alright, so let's save that. So our 110 should now be set up. Yes, got some rest and then did a very something. Harvester for Dixie for doing so much for me and the old man. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing's mislabeled. Alright, so that should be our 110. Let's change Anderson to press house. And then let's start rebuilding this from the top down. So Anderson is now a press house. It is going to be $225,000. We have to go back and fix all of our inputs. So green olive, tomato raspberry, if I can spell, raspberry, strawberry, sugar cane, oops, small s, sugar beet, blueberry lemon, and then what does that leave us? Cranberry and ice cube. Oh, EECRANBERRY. And ice cube. So there's all of our inputs. You are now the press house. Anderson, so what did we call our I3D? Our I3D is press house, lowercase p, capital H. Alright, And then our factory for our hotspot is press house. So we're good there. Anderson becomes... This one has to be all caps. And then the rest of them I can do the search and replace to press house. Alright. We got a lot of work to do on this. Alright, so we have just the one input trigger and the one pallet trigger, so I can delete that. Now I need to bring over... Oh man, did I just mess up the wrong... No, I didn't. This is the one from the... Okay, no, I'm good. Alright, we need loading trigger. Moved over to the new one. Because we're making bulk liquid. Alright, so first input is green olive, but we're gonna have to manually change these because the formatting is different from a placeable and a factory. So first one is green olive. Hang on, we don't have green olives in the other maps. What do we have in the other maps? I think it's regular olive. Hold on, we got to change up the fill type, y'all, or this won't work on the regular maps. Mods, hollow, XML, fill types, control find, olive. It's just olive on the other maps. Alright, so let's change this. Okay, you're the prairie map. I'm going to close you so I don't accidentally make any changes to it. We got to change you from green olive to olive. And now we can go back here and change you from green olive just to olive. And now we can do 1 million liters of input, no visibility node. Alright, so there's input 1. Input 2 is tomato. It's going to go in, and there's no visibility node. Alright, so input 2 is tomato. Input 3 is raspberry. Let's fix our... So 1 million liters there. 1 million liters there. Alright, so raspberry, no visibility node. Let's delete that. Alright. Input 4 is going to be strawberry. Strawberry, and then the input is going to be goods, and we're going to go with 1 million liters. Alright, so that's input 4. Now we copy this whole mess. Alright, so input 5 is now sugar. And then our input, wrong one. Our input, we're going to change to this. Let's copy that one over to here. And that's input 5. And I'll copy this mess again. You become input 6. Input 6 is blueberry. We can get rid of the second one. So blueberry. You become input 7, and 7 is lemon. Don't need the second one. Lemon. Papa Smurf, I will catch up to you when we get this factory built. Alright, so this is now number 8. Number 8 is what? Cranberry. So we can delete that one, and then cranberry. Alright, and one more input. Alright, so you become number 9, and number 9 should be Ice Cube. It is. We can get rid of the second one. And we have Ice Cube. Alright, so those are our 9 inputs done. Now the outputs are going to be easy because those we can copy. So we have, let's come back into here. So let's get rid of door. Let's get rid of window. Let's get rid of siding. Let's get rid of fencing. Alright, so let's come over here. Oh, wrong one. I can grab olive oil, tomato juice, mixed berry juice, lemonade, and cranberry juice. We can copy those right there. So those are our outputs. So we're going to turn the olives into olive oil. We're going to turn the tomatoes into tomato juice. We're going to turn our strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry into mixed berry juice. Our lemons are going to go to lemonade, and our cranberries are going to go to cranberry juice. Now, again, our inputs and outputs should be fairly easy again. So let's take production line 1, and I'm going to grab everything in here. We're going to move over to here. So we're going to turn our olive into olive oil. Alright, so that's production line 1. Production line 2 is going to be tomatoes and ice cubes into tomato juice. Ooh, I keep going the wrong way. Production line 3 everything in between. So raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, sugar, and ice cube to mixed berry juice. What are our... So I got to change them all to 8,000 liters. All right, so you are 8,000 liters an hour, 8,000 liters an hour, 8,000 liters an hour. All right, so production line 3 is our mixed berry juice. Production line 4 so lemon, sugar, ice cubes to lemonade, 8,000 liters an hour. So that's production line 4. Production line 5, where are we? Production line 5, I got to be careful not to wipe out that player trigger yet. Is so cranberry, sugar, and ice cubes to cranberry juice, but you need to be 8,000 liters an hour. I'm going to copy this and put it under here. You're going to be production line 6. And then I can copy everything from here over to here. And then this player trigger can now get deleted. And then we just have to change this from green olive to olive. And then this one is 0 because this one's just our global company menu. This one just shows our inputs and outputs. Alright, now, since we copied the factory from the map, I'm going to take and wipe out the i3D mapping. And we're going to grab the i3D mapping from here and move it over to here. And then how many lights do we have in this factory? We have 3. So we're going to have to only have 3 lights here. All right. So let me take the press house from the map. I'm going to close that so I don't accidentally make any changes to it. And let's just, now we can check all of our i3D mapping. Let's start at the top. Alright, so our clear area is going to be number 9. So these have to go to 9. These have to go to 9. This one goes to 9. Alright, so that takes care of those. Now our hotspot is number 8 instead of number 4. So those are good. So we have our input trigger registered, we have our output trigger registered. So olive, tomato, raspberry, strawberry, sugar, blueberry, lemon, cranberry, ice cube. So all of our inputs look good. All of our outputs look good. How many smoke particles do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's 4 in the XML. How many smoke particles do we have? physically in here. And where are they? Particle systems, smoke. So we have 2, 3, and 4. Alright, looks like they're going to work. Alright, so we have 2, 3, and 4. We have 2, 3, and 4, but they're no longer... they're no longer global company because we pulled... I copied and pasted these, so we just have to go to smoke. So particle systems and then smoke. Make sure that pathing is correct. Particle systems and then smoke. Alright, so that pathing is correct. Production line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Player trigger. Alright, so our camera. Camera is number 4. So we have 100 and 101. So those have not changed. Player trigger is number 5. Trigger 2 is 2 and 0. Smoke is not changed, so smoke is good. Audio is number 7, so that hasn't changed. We just got to look at our lighting. Alright, lighting is going to be 0, 2, 0, 1, 0. So 0, 2. So these just go to 2. 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, 0, 2, 1, 1, 0, and 0, 2, 2, 1, 0. Alright, so those are all the same. So let's save that. Alright, so the factory, I think we're good, y'all. Let's get rid of the platform. Let's save it. Let's go back into here. So let's look at the press house. All of our texture files are good. It's going to make sure it opens again without any errors. And there we go. No errors in the log. Alright, so particle systems are done, scripts are done, shaders are done. I think, y'all, we're ready to give this a test. That looks good. Alright, let's zip this up. So let's copy. Let's go to Ritchieville zipped. Drop the press house in there. Let's make sure we're on Ritchieville zipped. Let's fire up our test map. See if this factory throws any errors. Alright, so save game 20. We should have a new factory in here called the press house. That's the first good sign. And then we're going to test this factory out, and then Papa Smurf sent me a list for the updated grape harvester for the prairie map, so we're going to look at that next. I want to make sure this factory runs without any errors. All the inputs, outputs work. And we'll go look at the new grape harvester. Or the updated grape harvester. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check the main log for errors. And if y'all know me by now, my eyes are bad and I don't like the in-game one. This one's easier for me to read. No errors with the factory. Alright, now we can throw it down and fire up and see what it looks like. So let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's head back to our test area. Right back here. So this morning we finished up the placeable Old Man's House of Wax. So this will be for the Ritchieville, Ritchie Hollow, Ritchie Islands maps. Let's throw the juice factory down and see what it looks like. Let's throw it back in this little hole right here. It looks good. Alright, so behind House of Wax we should now have the press house. Just make sure nothing's floating. We should have a global company menu. I don't see any messed up textures. Alright, so olive oil. So we're going to have straight up olives to olive oil. Tomatoes, ice cubes to tomato juice. Raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, sugar beet or cane, and ice cubes to make our mixed berry juice. This one's going to make lemonade just like the placeable lemonade stand, but that's alright. You can use one or the other. So cranberry juice, sugar cane or beet, ice cubes to get our cranberry juice. And I think we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inputs. I think we're looking good, y'all. Let's find our tipper and our tanker. Oh, we don't need our tanker because it takes ice cubes. We do need our tipper though, so let's empty it out. Let's go find the new factory. And again, since this is the test map, we're going to cheat everything in for testing so we can move on to a new project. Alright, so somewhere back here are our inputs. Alright, so let's grab some olives. Oh, that's onion. We don't want onion, we want olive. And then we need tomato for our tomato juice. Tomato. Let's grab some lemons again for the lemonade. Raspberry, strawberry, and blueberry. So blueberry. Raspberry. Strawberry. Then we need either sugar cane or sugar beet. Sugar beets work. And then I think the only thing we need is ice cubes. We double check that before I drive away. We are missing, oh, cranberry. So cranberries and ice cubes. drop them in. Let's get this guy out of the way, and we'll go grab some ice cubes. Alright, so where is my auto load trailer? Lord only knows. What factory were we looking at last? Old Man's House of Wax. There we go. Knew it was nearby somewhere. Let's go grab some ice cubes. Slam on the brakes. Alright, ice cubes are in here somewhere. I think I have this preloaded with ice cubes. I do. So let's grab... Oh, that's right. We have to look at two things today. Papa Smurf sent me the new truck for the ice cubes. New Autoload truck for ice cubes. And we also have the updated grape harvester to look at. I don't think I have either one of them downloaded. So this puts me like 3 weeks ahead on factory, so that makes me feel a little bit more comfortable going away for 2 weeks. Well, going away for 2 weeks sounds bad. Driving from Oklahoma to Pennsylvania, that sounds a little bit better. Going away makes it sound like I'm going to lock my ass up for 2 weeks. We need to find, let's make sure this is going to fire up, and we have to find our tanker because these are all bulk liquids. And you went active all the way down the board. Perfect. So let's grab, what time is it in game? 10 o'clock. Let's go a couple hours. That'll work. Let's find a tanker, because if one liquid works, then they're all going to work. Where is my tanker? You're the one at the mill. I should have one sitting back here somewhere, right here. Let's get the diesel out of it. And let's find, over this way, the new juice factory. And start filling. Let's see if we have all 5. One. Uh-oh. It's all. Oh, this doesn't have the updated tanker. Alright, hold on, y'all. I gotta get the updated tanker in here. Alright, slight delay. Alright, let's go. Let's save this. Let's get out of here. I forgot, there's going to be an update to the Autoload truck for the new pallets, and there's going to be an upload or an update to the tanker truck for the new liquids. So let's quit out of here a minute. So let's look at the tanker in my zipped folder. And it is 521. Let's look at let's go to my unzipped file, and let's see what date the tanker truck is on this one. 521. Alright, so I don't have the updated tanker in here yet. Alright, let's go back to our Ritchieville zipped folder a minute. Let me Let me slide you over. These three files are the prairie map. I need, yeah, this guy right here. So let's look at the updated tanker. You're not the updated tanker either. Did I not update the tanker? I swear I updated the tanker. That's the flat deck. We have to update the tanker, y'all. What's unzipped? The flatbed autoload's unzipped. The container trailer I'm working on is unzipped. And the new flat deck is unzipped. Alright. Let's go. New folder. Because it has to be named identical. So RICCIVILLE underscore hollow underscore ISLAND underscore PSM underscore TANKER TRAILER. Alright, so there's our unzipped. Let's grab this guy. Let's throw him in here. Let's unzip him. And let's delete out that zip folder. Alright, so we have to go into here. We have to add all the new liquids in here. So it should already have lemonade somewhere in here. Yeah, it does. So it already has the lemonade. Alright, so let's go to... This is fill types for the hollow map. Perfect, because this is already updated with the new liquids. Oh, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Let's come down here. Let's grab the new liquids. So I need... from here to lemonade. So I need all of these. Added to the tanker. That's the only line they go on? Yeah, that's the only line they go on. Alright, so let's save that. Let's zip this back up. So let's go copy Ritchieville zip. That's my test folder. Let's paste it into here. Alright, so this should be the updated tanker now. Let's jump back in game. Sent the new harvester to your personal message because I did not want Dixie to have it yet until you showed up. Yeah, give me a few more minutes and we're going to jump. I'm going to download the new harvester. I'm going to download the new truck for the ice cubes. So just give me a few more minutes. I should be done testing this factory in like 2 or 3 minutes. I forgot to update the tanker with the new liquids. And I still have to update the auto-load truck with the new pallets. So that's another project. But I'll do that off camera. So I got to do excludes and includes and all kind of crap to get the new pallets in the auto-load truck. Yeah, so y'all bear with me just a few minutes and we'll get this, we'll finish testing this. And then I'll download a couple things from Papa real quick. And we'll get some more testing done. Alright, where's the tanker? Alright, so the tanker should now be updated with all the new liquids. There we go. So cranberry juice, we should have 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Let's grab the cranberry juice. Let's make sure we can put it into Central Station and take it back out. And then we'll test the sell point real quick. And then we'll go, I'll download the new stuff from Papa. So I just want to make sure Central Station works with the new liquids. Oh, I can show Papa the container I was playing with too. We'll have to jump back into the other test map real quick. Alright, so you should go into here. Uh-oh, I didn't update the warehouses with the new liquids. Alright, so the question is did I update the sell points with the new liquids? Nope. Yeah, maybe I should have. Yeah, so we have our new liquids in here, in the sell points. I forgot to put them in the silo. Alright, y'all, there's going to be another delay. Let's just do this now before I forget. Alright, so let's save this. This is why we test. Because if I forgot it on this map, I forgot it on all the maps. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh man, I can't fix Ridgeville today because my unzipped copy already has the warehouse switched over to. Let me make a note for myself. I gotta fix Ridgeville separate because my unzipped copy is different than my zipped copy. My zipped copy is what you're getting this coming weekend. My unzipped copy is already a version ahead because I've already switching Central Station over to containers. And y'all can't have that yet because there's only one container. So let me grab a note for myself. I have to add liquids to Central Station. And I'm going to have to unzip my zipped map and make the changes and then rezip it back up. And that's going to be a pain in the neck. So I will do that off camera. Let's just make sure the sell point works. And I'll fix the warehouse before I put the update out. So let's just check the sell point real quick. That means I also have to update the liquid storage pack. So let me make another note for myself. I got to update the liquid storage silos. The placeable ones. Alright, so I'll take care of that off camera. There can be something to do when I can't sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning tonight. So let's just check the sell point really quick and then we'll get out of here. And then I'll take care of this off camera. So who's buying cranberry juice? Probably the diner. So all we have to do is go over the bridge. Aldi's the castle. Yeah, we'll just go to the diner real quick. Make sure the sell point works. So I'm going to have to add the liquid. I'm going to have to add all the liquids to the Ridgeville map, the Hollow map, and the Islands map before I put the update out. I'll show Papa the containers real quick, and then I'll download the new vehicles. So yeah, I'm going to have to unzip this map in a separate folder, fix the liquid storages, and then zip it back up. I can't use my copy that's already unzipped because it's already a version ahead of what you're getting. There we go. Alright, sell points are going to work. So you could turn your cranberries into cranberry juice, You'll get more money for your cranberry juice than you would just selling straight up your cranberries. Let's get this guy parked back over here. So I know where he is. All those signs are going to change soon on this warehouse anyway. So that'll get rid of the flickering. Alright, so let's save this. And let me get out of here. Let me switch mods folders. Let's go to our unzipped Ritchieville map. This is the one that's a version ahead of the one that's zipped. This is the one that you can't get yet. Alright, so let's jump into here. Let me jump into my save game 9. That's the one I was playing around with earlier today. And I'll show you, if you had missed the beginning part of the stream, I'll show you some of the updates that you're going to be getting. Minus the containers. And then Dixie's in the house. Howdy, y'all. Alright, let me grab a little bit of speed. Alright, so if we go over to Mammoth Mill, so all the factories that had existing pallet spawners on the ground are now gone. So there's no more pallet spawners on the ground except for the boathouse. So all the pallet spawners are gone. I removed the building here in the center. Across the bridge where all the little buildings used to be, and you had your buildings over here where your drill pipe and your steel and all your other stuff spawned out. This is now open for you to put trees down or poplar down or do whatever you want to do with it. This update will work with your existing save. So this factory here, you just now spawn your pallets out like you would at any other factory. And then they spawn out all right here in this big open spot. So in the past, Mammoth Mill, let's say we had 20 pallet spawners for paper. As soon as your 20 pallet spawners were full, your factory would shut down. Well, as long as you keep this factory fed now, it's not going to shut down till it's full, which is 2 million liters. So we got rid of the spawn pads at Mammoth Mill. We got rid of the spawn pads at the refinery. So your plastic will now spawn out here. I got rid of the spawn pads at the drywall factory. So your drywall will now spawn out right here. I got rid of the spawn pads at the battery factory. So all your pals will spawn out right here now. And then the beehives, we got rid of the spawn pads here. Do I have any in here? I do. I don't have, oh, we only have one. So all of your beehives will now spawn out just right here. So this won't shut down anymore once all the spawn pads are full. And then the update, so that'll be done for the update you get this weekend, this coming weekend. And then it also has all of the new fill types in it for the new placeable factories. So there's a whole bunch more fill types in there for the next 8 factories. Now, what you're not going to get is the warehouse that I've started working on, or actually central warehouse that I started updating. So central warehouse, since the vote seems to be pretty overwhelming on Facebook, it's like, last I checked, it was like 25 to 1 or 25 to 2 or something like that, where everybody wants containers instead of pallets. So when you come over here, I only have lumber working. It's the only pallet I've built. So you come over here, you hit max, it's going to spawn out 1 pallet, or it's going to spawn out 1 container. And your 1 container is going to have 100,000 liters of lumber in it. Everything's going to be color coded, so each factory is going to have its own color. It's all going to have its own logo. It's all going to have what product is in it. So this one's lumber. We need, let me grab store delivery mod. I have to get with Papa Smurf yet to work on the autoload trucks. Right now I just made a separate truck and it only holds containers. So the only thing that truck will hold are containers. Which I think we're going to leave it that way. I just got to get him to work on colors and logos. So this is going to be your container flatbed. And if you go to your menu, you don't have any, like you hit your Z, there's no other choices. It's only going to hold containers. So come over here, pop your auto load on. Now you can hold 1 container of lumber at 100,000 liters. You can spawn out a container of, plywood. You can spawn out a container of lighting, and you can hold 3 different containers on there. Or you can spawn out more lumber, and it will hold pretty much 3 containers of whatever you want. So right now this has 300,000 liters of lumber on it. And if you put your other second trailer on here, you can have 600,000 liters of product. So you take your lumber to sell or put in a factory or whatever you want to do, and if you have anything extra, all you have to do is pop it back into the warehouse. And then you're good to go. So this will be not this update coming up this weekend, because it's going to take me about 2 weeks to build all of the containers, because I only have the lumber container built just as a test. So that is in the works for the next update after I get back from Pennsylvania. Take a quick peek outside. All right. I'm going to throw you all on Be Right Back, because if I get disconnected and lose you all, it's because I'm trying to download. My Wi-Fi is crap, so I'm going to try and download some stuff that Papa sent me really quick. So if we get disconnected, it's because I dropped out of the Wi-Fi. So just give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back if I get disconnected. I'm going to download the updated harvester. And then I'm going to see if I still have y'all. Did we get disconnected? We did not get disconnected. All right, I'm going to see if I also have the new ice truck. I don't know if I downloaded it yet or not, so bear with me a second until I check my downloads. All right, so I have that. I do have the, okay, so let's go into which map do we want to go into. So let me go, bear with me until I fix my mod folders here a minute. Alright, I'm going to go to the prairie map, my zipped copy of the prairie map. I'm going to throw, let me delete the old harvester. Alright, I'm going to throw the new harvester in here. Just bear with me a second. So we're going to have two different harvesters in here. One of them is going to be the 1 row, and the other one's, I'm assuming, it's going to be 5 row. I'm not sure yet. And now let me throw the box truck in here as well. Alright, so I think I got my mods folder fixed. Did I lose y'all? I did not lose y'all. So let me throw you back on. Let me throw you on live scene. Let's go to my zipped prairie map. I'm going to go to the test map and not my single player save. And I'll see if my stream catches up. Oop. And I hit quit instead of I'm working on like 3 hours of sleep, y'all. Alright, so career. Save game 8 is my realistic save. Let's go to save game 16. So I'm going to keep both harvesters in here. So basically you'll have your choice of whether you want to use the one that does 1 row at a time or the one that does multiple rows at a time. If they do not conflict with each other, I'll have to wait to hear back from Papa Smurf. It does 10 rows. Okay. So if they do not conflict with each other, we'll offer both. But if they conflict with each other, then you're going to have your choice of which one you're going to want to use. And then let me activate, let me see if the box truck's in there. It is. Alright, so let's start this. Let me know, Papa Smurf, if the 1 row and the 10 row conflict with each other, because I'd like to offer the players both. The ones that want to play realistically can harvest 1 row at a time, and the ones that want to play unrealistically can harvest 10 rows at a time. They won't conflict perfect. So they'll both be in the vehicle pack when I update the vehicle pack later tonight. Alright, so where do we want to go? Let's head over to here. So this is the one that's built into the map. This is the single row planter. So let me get it unfolded. Let's lower it and let's turn it on. So this guy's going to do 1 row at a time. This is the one that's built into the map. So let me stop this guy. Let me grab a little bit of speed. And let me grab, I know I'm in the middle of nowhere, let me grab my store delivery mod. Now the new one is where? That's the box truck. That's my bucket. Alright, so let's go into here. So there should be 2 of them in here now. There we go. The Crazy Dixie Harvester. I love it. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's grab the Crazy Dixie Harvester. Let's bump up the engine. And let's buy this puppy. Let's take a look at it. Alright, so we have the Crazy Dixie Harvester. My God, I love it. Alright, let's jump into here. Let me get it unfolded. Let's head over to the middle of 10 rows because it's supposed to harvest 10 rows at a time. So let's go over here. Well, there's no kind of... I guess we can go right up the middle of the row. So let's go right up the middle of our 10 rows. So let's lower it, turn it on. Oh, I don't own it. All right, let's buy the land. This is my test map, so I don't care about cheating stuff in. Let's buy the... So let's try that again. There you go. You're going to harvest 10 rows at once. Just drive right up the center. So your choice whether you want the 1 row or the 10 row, you'll have both to choose from. The one that's built into the map is a 1 row, so you're going to have to sell it and buy the new one. Man, you know what? I'm going to be using this one also. Alright, Dixie, you twisted my arm. I'll be harvesting 10 rows at a time. My kind of harvester. And it's 10-row worker friendly. Alright, let me jump over and then I'll throw the worker on and see what he does. Let me know where I need to line them up. Alright, so I'm going to shut this off. Let's head over this way to where there's a clean 10 rows. And where do I need to start him off? Right in the, sort of in the middle of a, like on the right on a row? Or in between 2 rows like I had him? It was my idea, Papa just made it. Papa, do I need to keep him here, or can I line him up between the rows and set him off? Just waiting for my chat to catch up. Between 5 and 6. Alright, so I can line him up right here. So let's hire the worker. Let's see what he does when he gets to the other end. Yeah, the updated vehicle pack I will get out at some point this afternoon or tonight when I'm done streaming. I just have to delete the old one from Trello. I have to delete the old one from Mediafire, and I have to upload the new vehicle pack. So the new vehicle pack will be out sometime tonight. You know, I'll be using this harvester. I can't spend 6 hours harvesting olives or grapes. So what's he going to do when he gets to the end? He's going to say, I'm done. Good night. I'm going home. Or is he going to go over to the next 10? Or actually, in this case, it'll be 5. Oh, y'all got me wanting this. Yep, I'll be using this puppy. I am not controlling him. He is still on a hired worker. Silo Streams Hunter, hey, hello, fellow FS19 streamer. Thought I'd come in and introduce myself. Thank you for taking time out of your day and coming in and saying hello. You need to make sure he's in the middle of the bush. Hired worker are all but now. This is a brand new harvester that Papa Smurf just updated, so this will be coming out tonight. This harvests 10 rows at a time instead of 1 row at a time. We're going to empty them out. We're going to take them over to the red grapes. I'm going to just put them on the end, and we're going to hire him off and see what he does. Yeah, so this one will be, let me just fire him. This will be released tonight, so you'll have your choice. So the vehicle pack will have the single row harvester, and it will have the 10-row harvester in it. Oh, I don't want to drive through the crop, y'all. Let me just spin around real quick. I want to empty these into the vineyard, and then we're going to harvest the red grape real quick. What row can I go down? Next row. Alright, let me empty this, y'all. And then we'll test out the new truck for the ice cubes. Alright, so I gotta lower him first, and then we can put the pipe out. Beretta HD, hello. Oop, Full Drake, hello. It has this. It's got the Smurfinator touch to it. It's been Smurfified. Let's head over here to the. Let's go over here to a brand new row, and let's see what he does. We'll take him because I haven't touched the red grapes at all on this test map yet. Let's set them off over here and see what it does. So I'm just going to hire off a worker, let them do its thing. Love the floral decor. Yeah, the vineyard and winery is my favorite. My favorite part of the whole map. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to abandon the other farmhouse, and I'm probably going to put my sleep trigger over here at the vineyard. I'll probably call this home. And I'll use the other house as my guest house. So what's he going to do at the end of the row, since he's harvesting like 3 rows to his right? Where's he going to put himself? Nothing. He says, I'm done, I'm going home, I've completed my task, good night, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Alright, so he harvested 3 rows already, so let's put him here. And let's put him between the rows, and we'll set him off. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to cheat empty him. Oh, I'm going to cheat empty him real quick. And then he's empty. Let's set him back off. Silo Streams Hunter, my latest creation is looking great. What is your latest creation? Oh, your own terrain? What are you working on? A new map? When I get back from so we still have the hollow map, the Ritchieville map I have to fix and update. We still have the hollow map to update, and we have the islands map to update. And then once those are updated and released, I'm 3 weeks ahead on factories, so we can get back to working on the new 16x map. Making and selling. Oh, Jack Daniels on No Man's Land. Nice. So what's he going to do here? There we go. So he's now going to jump over to the next 10. So those 5 rows on the end messed him up. Yep, y'all, I'm still on hard work. I haven't touched anything. So we'll see what he does at the end of this one. Grabbies, hello. Beretta HD, hello. When I put this map update out this morning, because I released 1.1 this morning, I forgot to fix the crazy particle effects on the bean harvester, on the header for the beans. So that'll be taken care of in the next update. I just got to go into the map and fix the particle effects. I completely forgot about it. Alright, so what's he going to do at the end of this row? Nope, I'm done. I'm going home. I've completed my task. Good night, pay me, and I'll see you tomorrow. So let's drop him over here. And I'm going to cheat empty him again just so we start clean. Let's see what he does at the end of this row. Alright, so... no, excuse me. So we built the placeable House of Wax this morning, so that one's ready to go. Well, it's ready to go to Dixie for testing. We also built the press house this morning. We're messing around with the new harvester. We're going to look at the ice truck here in a minute. And then I'm going to get out of here for lunch. And then after lunch, we're going to work on updating. I'm going to crack open the Ritchieville map. I'm going to add all the liquids to the silos and the storage. We'll get that zipped back up. And then we'll start working on the hollow map update. Alright, so what's he going to do here? Oh, he is going to jump over to the next 5. And he's going to catch the 1 row to the left that he missed. Nice. Y'all are crazy in chat. Alright, so let him get to the end. I'll see what he does, and then we're gonna look at the ice truck, and I'm gonna get out of here for an hour for lunch. So he's harvesting this one all the way to the end. Okay, so he's catching 1 row to the left and all 10 rows that he's on. Silo Stream Hunter, have a great stream. Thank you. Thanks y'all for stopping in. Much appreciated. So what's okay? Nope, I'm done. I'm going home. I'm not doing the next 10 rows. You're on your own. All right. So that is working perfectly. In the vehicle. Okay. Oh, because I'm in here. All right. So in the shop, when you go to the single row harvester is built into the map. I'm going to leave it built into the map. Both harvesters will be in the vehicle pack. So you can sell off the single row and use the 10 row, or you can use the single row. It's all up to you. All right, let's head back to Central Warehouse. Do I have any ice cubes in here by chance? We do. Perfect. All right, let's grab store delivery mod. Let's grab Smurfinator's new truck. So I'm assuming so we can go Dixie Pink on the cab if we want. Actually, before we change the color of the cab, what does the box look like painted? It looks really good in blue. Oh, it looks pretty good in the red. Definitely not green, so I won't be able to paint this one up my green colors. The teal's not bad. I can live with that. So we can upgrade the engine. Let's buy this guy. Alright, so there we go. We have the new Crystal Ice Purified truck. Now, it's not going to hold as many pallets as the open flatbed trailer. But let's pop out, just for the heck of it, let's pop out a load of ice cubes. It's gonna pop out 40. Yeah, let's see what I don't know. I don't even know what this holds, y'all. It's the first time I get a chance to play with it. All right, so I'm assuming it only has the one setting. Nice. All right, let's turn it on. So what? Oh, it's gonna hold 12 pallets. Nice. Let's drop those back in. Yeah, nice. I love the new truck. I know Papa Smurf's been working on this one for a while. And this will work on all the maps. So any of the maps you put the placeable ice house down in, you'll be able to use this truck. So we have the placeable ice house for the Ritchieville, Ritchie Hollow, Ritchie Islands map. So this vehicle, I will do a separate upload. I won't include it in the vehicle pack. So this truck you'll be able to use on any of the maps. Correct me if I'm wrong, Papa, but I'm pretty sure you'll be able to use this on any of the maps. Let's go get those last 8. I don't like leaving pallets on the ground. I'm just going to throw those last couple pallets back in the warehouse. Yeah, I love this truck. Awesome job. I'll definitely be playing with this one on my map. Awesome looking truck. Looked really cool in the blue. Yeah. Yeah, let's go back into the shop. Oop, wrong one. But yeah, I think if you throw this in a couple, like the darker blue, and if you want to do like a gray over blue, or black with the blue, yeah, the blue looks really good. I know Dixie does a lot of red, so most of the Dixie vehicles are red when she plays. That looks good too, red, white, and blue. I know Papa uses a lot, I think, orange. That even looks really cool. Like a combo, like a white cab with the orange box, or the orange truck with the white box looks pretty cool too. So yeah, definitely some nice color choices here as well. It's going to take me a little bit to figure out what color I want to run this in. I run most of my trucks in this color, but it's not going to work for this particular truck. Maybe the back white with the... That's not bad. Or maybe the black. That's not even a bad combo right there. But I usually use this light color green for all my vehicles. But definitely awesome truck to the collection. Yeah, not sure about this color, but probably blue. Let's see what it looks like in game blue instead of just in the shop. Let's head over to the vehicle shop. Let's change up the colors. See what it looks like in blue in game. And then I'm going to get out of here for about an hour. Got a lot done this morning. I think Winston worked on this a little bit too. I can't remember. Took a long time to make. Also, big thing. Yep, for Winston. I thought Winston worked on this a little bit as well. Well, yeah, let's change up the colors and see what it actually looks like in game. Yeah, this thing probably looks phenomenal in blue. Aro. Oh, sorry. Let me grab my phone. My eyeballs are bad. I don't want to mess up your name. Um, ARALORN75 subscribed at tier 1. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you for taking time out of your day stopping in and saying hello. Alright, let's go here. Let's change this up and see what it looks like in this nice blue in game. Oh yeah, right there. That's your colors right there. This one's going to stay blue. I'll leave it here a second and let my stream catch up. What other color you want to see it in before I get out of here? Should we make it up in Dixie's red? See what it looks like in red? I'm almost positive she does all of her trucks red. So let's grab her red. That's a nice color combo also. Too many colors. Check it in pink. Let's check it out. Pink, Dixie Hot Pink. Here we go. Uh, Hell, that don't even look too bad. Definitely an awesome truck. Nice addition to the set. I like the red, white, and blue together. Like the cabin red. So we do the cabin red and we do the box in like a white. So you got the red, white, and blue going on. There's a ton of options with this thing, man. You could make it look, customize it to your map. The only choice would be purple. What do we look like? That's not bad either. All right, y'all. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon. I'm going to save this and get out of here. If the Wi-Fi, Papa Smurf. Now you're talking my favorite color. Um, Dixie says, "See y'all later. Have a great day." Give me about an hour. If the Wi-Fi holds up, old man, jump in Discord for a minute. Yeah, okay, I'll jump in Discord for a sec. If the Wi-Fi holds up, we'll come back this afternoon. I want to finish up the Ritchieville map, and the only thing I have to do is I have to add the liquids to the silos. um, Viola Drake, if I messed that up, I'm sorry. Have a good one. Aralarn, oh goodness, Aralol, If I mess that up, I'm sorry. Aralorn75, have a great day. So yeah, I want to finish up the Ritchieville map and call that one completely done. So the only thing we have to do there is add the liquids to the silos. The Hollow map, got it spot on. Yeah, I'm usually horrible with names. The Hollow map needs a lot of work. I have all the new fill types in it. So we'll have to add the liquids to the silos, and then we're going to have to start removing all of the spawn pads and rebuilding all of the XMLs. So I will catch y'all later. Appreciate everybody stopping in, saying hello, much appreciated. I'll catch everybody in about an hour.